Hi folks, this tutorial is to show you how to install the Microsoft Visual Code. Microsoft Visual Code is what I like for you to install at this point. From this point on out, we will not use Notepad. Everything we will use is going to be Microsoft Visual. All right. I'm going to post this. If you want to, I want to ask you to pull this up. This is the domain right here, and I like for you to look at this and take a second, pause your video, and type exactly what's in of this domain into this website with it as well. I will post this on eCampus, of course. I'm going to copy this. I'm just going to open up a new tab and paste it in here, and it looks like this. All right. So before you move forward, this is very important. I'm going to reiterate a couple of things here. And a lot of you will not listen to this or will forget this, or you do listen to this and you don't follow instruction. I want to say, I told you so. All right. I did tell you about this and with it. The first thing is file management. I can't stress enough the importance of file management. We're about to get into to do a lot of stuff with file management with it. You think file management is easy, and what you do know about file management is creating a folder, putting files inside of it and subdirectories and all that. Just hold off on that, okay? That's one thing. Your file management, first of all, needs to be the exact mirror image of what's on your local computer to replicate exactly what's on to the web server. Let me repeat. Number one, file management from this point on out needs to be the same mirror image as on your local computer. It will be exact thing as file structure is in your web server directory. What do I mean by mirror? It has to look exactly like a replica. All right. If you have certain numbers of folders, you have certain numbers of files, they have to mirror, M-I-R-R-O-R, mirror exactly the same structure up there. All right. That's the first thing. The second thing is that from this point on out, we will use the Visual Studio Code. So a lot of you are using Macs and a lot of you are using PC. This will flatten the curve for everybody. Make sure you have the specs to meet your Mac with it, and this is your Windows with it. Of course, I assume that everybody's running Windows 10, even though this is for Windows 7 and 8 with it. Windows 7 and 8 is a big virus now, so please, if you could get out of that and move forward with it, it would be really good with it. Let me talk to you about how to move forward on this. So I'm not gonna, like I said, I am a PC person. Industry use PC. The reason why they have Macs here is whatever Mac that's going to be used here, whatever. Linux, I assume nobody uses a Linux operating system. In industry, these are the two prominent operating system that we use out in the web development world. Okay, Mac, whatever. Okay, so if your choice is to use a Mac, it's great for graphics and it's great for video editing. Let's just leave it with that. There is no development on the front end of Mac, period. All right, so you're welcome to take it whatever it's worth with it, but believe me, if you want to get into this business, you gotta learn how to use a Windows operating system, period, with it. And that's what web companies out there uses. All right, so let me leave it with that. So you pick the one that actually fits whatever your operating system with it. So you pick one of these, whatever it is, 62 bits and all the stuff, and you pick the one with it. My recommendation is if you have a 62-bit or 32 bits with it, you should know which one you have when you buy your computer. What not to install this on is on a tablet. iPad are not conducive to these type of installation. These tablets are not a computer. I don't care. You can buy a keyboard with it, but it is not a computer with it. All right. So just make sure you understand that. This other thing I need to point out is this is Visual Studio Code, C-O-D-E. Please, please, please read. Help me read. All right. Do not install anything other than Visual Studio Code. There is another product out there. It's called Visual Studio. Do not install that. Do not. I would like for us to use the Visual Studio Code. That's all I'm going to say. Not to open up any cans of worm with it. All right. Pick one of these things. So I have a 64-bit, so I'm going to click on it, and I'm using a Firefox, so it's going to download to my upper right-hand corner. And I'm going to pause the computer right here. I'm going to let you download the software that you have. We'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a second. So let me pick up where we just left off here. I clicked on the system installer, one of the code over here, and it downloads. You see this window right here? I'm sorry, I can't get this any larger. But it downloads an executable. This is an executable that you would download if you're developing software, and I teach the whole computer science side of software development with it. But you download. This is Firefox I'm using. You would click on Save File, and I did it already. But let me just show you what it looks like up here. On here, can you see this upper right-hand corner? And in this folder, my download folder, I have a Visual Code user set up with this 64-bit, and this is a version number with it, and it's executable. I'm going to click on the folder, and this is the file right here. Can you see that file that I just downloaded? And I'm going to click on it, that executable file with it, and let me minimize this, and it gives you what's called the EULA. This is let me put this on a side that's not busy with it, and you don't have to read this at all. You're welcome to it, but basically what the EULA says is that this is mainly for education purpose. You're not planning to make a profit out of this, whatever you do, so on, yada yada yada. And if you plan to, you can't take their product and sell it and all this stuff with it. So I would, you know, like I said, nothing for you to be worried about the EULA, more of a legal term with it. So most of the software licensing is basically they want you to use this with it. This is what's called an IDE, by the way. Visual Studio Code is an IDE. It stands for Integrated Development Environment with it, right? IDE. And it's a tool that you would actually use with it. I'm not going to test you over to any of this EULA with it. If you can click on I accept agreement with this and click on next, you can leave the path with it. I always like to create a shortcut in the desktop with it. And I always like to have that so I can access it from the desktop with it. It's up to you with it. And I'm going to click on next, and you click on install. Okay, I did this already, so there's no need for me to do it again with it. It's just like installing software is like watching paint dry. That's how boring it is with it. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to if you click on install, it should install as the default with it. Now I will tell you this: if you have antivirus software that you have turned on, you need to disable the software before you install this and download this, because your antivirus software is going to delete this executable file out of your download folder. All right, so disable it and then download and then turn it back on. All right, so I'll just stop it with it. So that's it with it. My next part on this video is I'm going to open up the Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to walk you through some things in there with it as well. Okay, so that's it. This is the end of the installation of the Visual Studio Code.